Mr. Brock for 5 minutes, please.
Yes.
Thank you, Chair. Mr. Firth, I'm sure that the millions of Canadians who either are watching this or will learn about this in the press or
sure will.
seek out the transcript of this particular meeting will be very, very grateful that the RCMP has access to this particular evidence.
That's a threat.
What I can understand.
That's a threat. That is a threat. Holy. Just to give you a bit more anxiety, Mr. Firth, here you go.
And am I mistaken, or is it kind of like a backhanded comment about the SNC-Lavalin affair?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
And is why you would take active steps in misleading this particular committee and Canadians with respect to your role as it relates to fraud and forgery with respect to modifying without permission and consent these transcripts, but the resumes to the government. What I can't understand is why you would deliberately lie to this committee on a very innocent question that was put to you by my colleague, Mr. Barrett, when he asked you if you knew whether or not Mr. Cameron McDonald from the CBSA had a cottage. And you said no. Do you want to reflect on that answer?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Mr. McDonald has never referred to it as a cottage. It's a chalet. It's not.
Oh my God. Is this what you guys were talking about?
Oh my God.
What an asshole.
Oh no. Oh no. You did not just say that to Mr. Brock. You did not. You are screwed.
He's boned. We got a $6.99 super chat from Johnny O. Mr. Brock is going to make a fine attorney general very, very soon. Brock on.
Oh, that's why he's the Shadow Minister of Justice. Oh my God. What are you doing?
Oh, this guy just like dug his own grave.
Oh no. Okay. Let's watch it begin.
A cottage.
For that clarification, Mr. Firth.
Oh my God. Yes.
Oh my God.
I'm not disappointed.
I am so grateful for that clarification. Okay, here we go.
Whoa. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
That is the honest.
Are you saying you knew all along that he had something that was equivalent to a cottage or a cabin, but because a different word was used to refer to it, that you had the license to say, I don't know?
Okay, so like the other MPs are just giving no Fs anymore. Barrett's sitting there. He's just shaking his head, says, that's a lie. That's a lie. Okay. Most of you probably know this already, so apologize if I'm patronizing any of you. But when you're giving testimony before a committee, before anyone, before a police officer, before your wife,
especially before your wife,
if you get caught in a lie, it undermines everything else that you've said. Everything else that you've said. And Brock brings up a very, very excellent point here. If you are willing to lie about something so small as a chalet versus a cottage, then it calls into question everything else that you've said. Now, they already know because they have evidence that he's lied about other things. But anything that may have been truthful, it's out the window now. And the Liberals, I guarantee you, they're backing their chairs away from their desks saying, I don't want to ask any more questions. Like, they are not going to want to be near this. Oh my goodness. You've just pissed off the Crown prosecutor and he is coming for blood now. And look at the look on Barrett's face. He's just like, we got him. We got him. We frickin' got him.
Well, look at the look on Brock's face, how you've paused it. It's just like, He's disgusted. Like, look.
Wow. Anyway, we're going to stop saying wow and we're just going to keep going. Sorry, I'm still digesting this, everyone. You know, you saw Clyde's mind blown when we blew his mind on that live stream. My mind has just been split into a million pieces here, that this guy is so stupid to do this.
You were asking
Is that what you want us to believe?
You were asking a specific question about a cottage. I answered honestly. He has never mentioned that he had a cottage.
This guy hasn't said anything honest since he's been here.
But he's got a cabin, doesn't he?
Was that Barrett?
Yes, that was Barrett. This guy hasn't said anything honest since he's been here. That's what Barrett said.
Attaboy.
Chalet.
A chalet. Well, why didn't you offer that?
Because that was not the question that was asked.
I see. I see. So you have a very limited ability in terms of telling this committee the truth. Is that correct, Mr. Firth?
No, I'm answering
Because the
questions
RCMP is
correctly.
going to have a field day when they come to interview you.
That's right.
I answered the question honestly with the question that was posed in front of me.
I see. Well, let's ask you some more questions then. Have you ever had or claimed to have influence on any government officials?
No, I have not.
Do you remember, sir, some of the allegations that you have probably read about by Bottler, that they've actually taped conversations with you? Hours and hours of conversations with you? Do you want to reflect on that question again?
No, I've seen everything that you've said. Everything that was in the newspaper is what I've read.
Well, sir, I'll remind you what you said on audio tape that has been recorded. You told Bottler during the very first call on November the 8th, 2019, these are your words, quote, "So we have essentially the ear of the president right now of CBSA, which is, I guess, really the equivalent of the minister or like the deputy minister, and my client who is leading, he's a very high executive responsible for innovation, cloud," end of quote. Another quote, "For the next step of getting the proposal over to the president because this will land on his desk 100% like this is going, above the ADM level." If that's not influence or claiming to have influence on any government official, sir, I don't know what is. So I'm going to ask you again, do you want to be truthful or not to this committee? Or do you want to continue to lie that you did not exaggerate or claim that you had this great influence over officials at the CBSA? Yes or no?
Oh my God. Can you imagine? Like, I want to tell him that I have influence over government officials because I feel guilty with Brock coming at me like that.
Yeah, my mind's still blown. Like, I'm just sitting here shaking my head. Like, what did I just witness?
I don't know how we're going to decide on a short, to be honest. There's so much in here.
Just make all of them.
Yeah, they're all shorts. Well, technically, this is one big long short. But, we'll cut up the one big long short into many shorts. But holy moly. And the way Brock's just coming at him, like, he's ruthless. He's ruthless. But you know what? He's being ruthless for Canadians. That's the thing that I sit here and I remind myself when I'm watching him. This is a man and this is a team working for us. And I'm so damn proud of the work that they're doing right now. I am so damn proud. And I encourage each of you, write a letter. It doesn't matter if they're your MP or not. Write a letter, an individual letter to each of these people that are the Conservatives sitting on this committee and just thank them for this. It will make their day, I promise you.
And it doesn't even have to be a letter, and it doesn't even have to be really long. It could just be a couple sentences. Like our friend David Sweet told us, he used to love getting those emails that, you're doing a good job, keep it up.
Because they hardly ever get those.
And when they do, it's awesome.
Most of the emails that members of parliament get are not nice emails. So it really means a lot to them when you tell them they're doing a good job.
I was working with one person who identified
Answer the
that
question. Let's start
Wow.
with that. Answer the question.
Whoa.
Yes or no? Do you agree that this is your words that you uttered to Bottler on November 8th, 2019, bragging about your influence on government officials? Do you accept that or not? Yes or no?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Wow.
Mr. Sousa for 5 minutes, please.
Wow, I guess you can't do anything else when you're backed into a corner like that.
Well, see, some people at least have a bit of a spine. This guy has zero spine whatsoever. This guy has a piece of cooked spaghetti for a spine.
He's sleazy.
Because he again, he's a 12-year-old boy when Brock's talking to him.
I think we're all 12-year-old boys when Brock's talking to us.
There you go.